everyone, welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name is Ren and I make videos a couple of times a week about books and pop culture. So, Red, White and Royal Blue. I made a video talking about the first images that we had, and since then there has been an insane amount of content for this movie. I was actually on holiday when the trailer dropped, so I didn't do a reaction. But I'm kind of glad I waited because there's been so much. So I thought I would have a little condense and we could talk about all the upcoming things for the Red, White and Royal Blue movie. And then the next video I'll make on it will be my review of the movie when it is out. We had a trailer. That was the biggest thing that we had. I loved it. I had faith from the get-go that Nicholas Galsantine and Taylor Zakhar-Perez would have good chemistry. People were very, very skeptical. I had faith. There is a film that Nicholas Galsantine is in. I can't remember what it's called now. Oh my god, I will link it below. But it is so good. And I knew that he would be able to embody and encapsulate Henry. And Taylor Zakhar-Perez, he was so passionate about Alex. I was like, I have faith. And this trailer showed me that faith was correct and they have good chemistry. And I am really looking forward to it. There was so much in the trailer that was captured really well. We got to see Alex's personality. We got to see Zara, love of my life. David was also in the trailer, David the Beagle, who is the star of this movie. We got to see Alex and Henry's dynamic, and so much was very book to screen, which I really loved. And I feel like that it really showed us that they've really encapsulated these characters, and I absolutely loved it. I loved seeing them joking. I loved the seriousness. There was so much, the look on Henry's face when you see him turn and when Alex says, find a way to love each other on our own terms, was heartbreaking. And it just encaptured everything about that scene and how they're both feeling in that scene. And I loved that. I really, really loved how that was done, and I love that we got to see part of Alex with the campaign. You know, we got to see part of the polo match. I feel like there was so much about it that really did encapsulate them as characters, and I love it. Since then, we've also had little reels on Instagram. There was Alex's family, and then there was Henry's family, and then there was one which was with B and Philip, and these are really cool as well. I love that Zara and Amy were included in Alex's. Amy, just exactly how I imagined Amy, and Zara is just incredible. She is incredible. I love her so much. We saw more of Ellen. Uma Thurman completely has that role hands down. I would vote for both Ellen Claremont and Uma Thurman for president. We saw some of Alex's dad as well, which was kind of our first look into his dad. And then in Henry's one, we saw Sean, which was really good, and we got to see more of B, who I love. This actually showed me more of B in a positive way, because she's a little bit different to how I imagined, and obviously everyone's going to imagine her in different ways, but she's more princessy in this. And I know that she is a princess, and I know that obviously she's always been royalty, but the way that she is in the way that Alex describes her, the way she dresses, and that she's another rebel kid. B in the film surprised me because she looks more conventionally like a princess. Look, I mean, with what she's wearing, dresses and stuff. I want to see B in her leather jacket that Alex talks about, you know. This actually showed me more of B's personality, and that they've encaptured B's personality very well, which I love, and has given me faith for that. So yeah, all the little clips that we've got, I am so excited. I'm really excited. However, they release Alex's Instagram and Henry's Instagram. Do you know, for movies and stuff, they'll make an Instagram for that person so that they can film it. Nick and Charlie have one that they actually use in the show, so when they record them on Instagram, it's on an actual Instagram that's been set up for Nick and Charlie, but they're just private. Alex and Henry's were private, now they're public, and the official Red, White and Royal Blue on Prime said go follow them, and they're actively posting as if it's Alex and Henry posting, which is the level of dedication that I love and enjoy and want from any kind of press situation. If you're not going that hard, what are you doing? But I I feel like they've changed more than I initially thought. So obviously we've kind of got confirmation that June is not in the film. I don't understand why. I don't know why she's been taken out. So much of Alex's personality comes from his relationship with June and how much he loves June, and Henry and Alex bond over being the little brothers but wanting to protect their big sisters. I don't know why that's like, I don't know. I don't know why she's been taken out of it. Also, Alex posted a picture of him, Oscar and Ellen that said, name a better first family, I'll wait, or something like that. Are they not divorced in this? Is Leo not in this? This upsets me because so much of what Alex talks about is his parents' relationship and how he felt when his dad left and everything that happened. And Ellen being the first female president and also being divorced, she was like the first female president with mixed race kids. She was divorced and she was like everything that people want to complain about and be gross about, and she was like, well, screw you all, you know. I understand maybe not being able to cast Leo, or like thinking that he wouldn't be as much screen time, so he wasn't necessary, but like she still could have been divorced, like she still could have been just a single parent president. Yes, give me that. Like, they could have done that. So I'm really confused on how that dynamic's gonna work, because so much of what makes Alex Alex and why Alex has been the way he is and why he is the way he is comes from his parents' divorce and how that's a thing. So I don't know. Unless a divorce happens in it, unless they're arguing a lot, and that kind of comes from what Alex talks about a lot with Henry and stuff. Don't know how it's gonna go. And I'm gonna miss June. Another thing, I believe the reason why there's a king is because at the time of writing the script and filming, we had a queen. The UK had a queen. And I think they kind of didn't want to step on any toes, so they made it a king. Kind of backfired a little bit, because now we have a king. But king or queen, the thing's sort of the same. Where's Catherine? Because she's not in any of the pictures. They posted this, which is the king and his 3 grandchildren. Where's Catherine? Where is she? Because Catherine is actually a vital part of this story. Are both of Henry's parents dead? Is it going to be that Catherine and Arthur have both died? In which case, oh my god. Catherine and June not being in there are like level for me with upsetting, because Catherine has the power over her dad. She is the one, obviously it's Mary in the book, but she is the one that goes to Mary and is like, I will literally go to Parliament and say you are no longer fit to be queen. Catherine has that power. Philip is the next in line, and he's not going to do that because Philip is a dick. B can't do it because she doesn't hold as much power, and Henry's not going to do it. There was this clip where the king says your love is genuine, so unless it's going to be that the king is less homophobic and more willing to be open about it, but then that changes a big dynamic. So yeah, unless it was, yeah, so maybe I miss Catherine already. I sort of thought at first, and I was saying this to my friend, what if it's that Catherine's played by someone and they're not announcing who it is yet, because they were pretty secretive for a long time about who played who. But Stephen Fry's been announced, he's the king. Uma Thurman's been announced, she's the president. So like, they're pretty big actors. I don't know who could be playing Catherine that they've kept so secret. That's the only thing I can think of why they're not showing her, is if it's someone and it's going to be a big surprise, or she's going to walk into that meeting and be like, yeah, hi, yeah. And there is a clip in that where B says, oh my god, look at this, and she's looking out on the mall, and that's going to be with all the flags and stuff. So I don't know how they're going to do that. Only looks like Henry, Philip and B and Alex are in that room. Like in the one clip, Alex and Henry are holding hands, Philip and the king are sat next to each other, and B, I think she's in the background, you can kind of see her. So I'm interested to see how they're going to do that, because Catherine is like a key part to Henry being able to live his truth. June and Catherine missing. Those are the two things where I'm feeling a little bit, yeah. Other than that, loving this Instagram situation. We also had more pictures. There's the one of Alex and Henry on the stairs, and Alex is wearing Henry's ring. We got to see, there's other pictures from the V&A, Alex and Ellen. Obviously in the trailer we get the you need to figure out if you feel forever about him, and I love that that's made it in, and I'm really looking forward to seeing that scene and how they talk, and I'm really looking forward to that. And we also got the first song on the soundtrack, which is If I Loved You, which I will link below, which is beautiful. So yeah, I am excited. I'm looking forward to seeing what they've done. It's like 2 weeks now. So yeah, I can't wait to watch it and see this story come to life and see how they've adapted it. I'd love to know your thoughts on all of the promotional stuff that we've got for the Red, White and Royal Blue movie so far. Let me know your thoughts down below, and then like I said, when the movie comes out I will do a review of it and we can discuss. If you guys want to come follow me on other social medias, that's all in the description as well as my podcast, which is a Stranger Things podcast. That's also in the description too. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you're doing really well, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.